Topic of the day is kind of more situational, kind of what I'm feeling right now, but I didn't know if anyone is like getting inside their own heads, like, and getting frustrated. So, for example, like, I am taking, like, you know, what someone's saying and I'm twisting it around into my own narrative, into a negative when it probably isn't. Um, and so I'm just like having like anxiety, like, oh my God, I didn't answer quick enough, or, it wasn't a satisfactory answer. So didn't know if anyone else is, if it's just stroke related or if it's just something in general. I don't feel like I did this before my stroke. I usually have like a pretty good read on people and, can tell. But in this day and age, like we are not in front of each other anymore. So it's kind of hard to tell because I usually can read people just by like visually looking at them, cues. So it's just something that I just thought I'd bring up. Seems like it's been this way this whole week, so I don't know if I'm just having a bad week and there's like just a lot of things that are going on that are making me feel uncomfortable at the moment. And I don't mean like uncomfortable in my home life, but just like processing information. Like I'm just not feeling easy about like what's going on with stuff. I'm just reading too much into situations. So, and I just feel like I'm overly sensitive at this moment. Like, you could probably come up to me right now and say, hi, and I would probably overanalyze that and be like, did they mean like hi? Or was it like a true hi? So that's basically, I don't know if I'm having just like a bad week and things are just off. Like I'm having an off week. So I'm not feeling it like I normally am. I'm normally not like this. So, but I did find after my stroke, like I was like paranoid about everything. I remembered I was paranoid, like, am I gonna lose my job because of this? Um, you know, are they even gonna want me back? And those were stupid fears. Of course, they took me back, allowed me enough time to recover. So it was just those little seeds of doubt that I just like put in my head for no reason. It's like I'm creating a universe of non issues and then I'm having to sort it out for no reason. And there's other things too. It's like you just kind of question everything, kind of like it's suspect. So today was not one of my finer days, and I have been feeling pretty off like the past 2 days. Like Tuesday, I mentioned like as soon as I got done with my hair, I fell asleep pretty quick, and I woke up late and was up all night. And then yesterday I had my neurosurgeon appointment, and as soon as I got done, did my video, and then I fell asleep until my husband came home from work. So like I just feel extra worn out and tired and irritable and just like taking things like to a whole nother level, which, you know, I guess we do have good weeks and we have bad weeks, and that's normal for most people. And, maybe it's not, maybe it's stroke, I don't know. I'm trying to like pinpoint it on stroke, is what I'm getting at, because I don't want to think that it's like not that. But in all seriousness, I think after, you have a stroke, in my belief, there is like this sense of loss, like, and you lose some part of function. And so whenever you're being presented with something, or you're engaging with someone, and maybe this voice coming out you're interpreting wrong, because you're like, they're doubting me. And that's where I'm at right now. I feel like there is like some doubt, and there's not. It's just me building this up in my head. So I need to get out of this funk, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna try really hard. But I didn't know if anyone else felt that they had, like, they were overthinking things like prior to their stroke, and it enhanced after their stroke, or they never overanalyzed anything before, and now after the stroke, now they're like, you know, just overthinking things. I could be an outlier, and it's just me. So that's just my topic of the day. It's kind of short. I'm not gonna go on a long time for that, because to be honest, I'm really over this day. I'm over this week. I am so glad tomorrow is Friday, and as soon as I'm done with work, I'm going to celebrate, and I'm gonna get some rest and do some self-care, and write. I think maybe that was my issue. I haven't been writing this week, just because I've been like very, very, very tired, and just like there's like a knot in my stomach. It's like this uneasy feeling. I don't know what it is. I just wish I knew what it was. So I like wonder, like, maybe bits and pieces are like, I'm starting to go through like some situational depression or something. But I always figure it out, always. And, I'm sure after the weekend, after I get some like rest and, do some self care, I'll come back out and feel great the next week. So it's just been kind of a hard week. Actually, I take that back. Next week might be another week that's going to be a little stressful. 2 doctor's appointments next week. So I think it throws me off. Like, I had the doctor's appointment yesterday. So I think when my schedule, now that I'm thinking it out, when my schedule gets thrown off, then I'm thrown off. And then I start going into like these like weird, like overanalyzing things. So that might be it. Like, I am off my routine. I'm not doing what I usually do. So because I'm not on my routine, that's why I'm overthinking. See, I'm like self-talking, thinking it out. I hope that's it. So let me know what your thoughts are. Do you get inside your head and misread what people are saying, or have self-doubt prior or after, or both? Did it get worse after the stroke, or am I the only one? If I am the only one, any help would be great. Like I said, my best therapy is writing, and I've not been writing this week, so I probably should do that tonight. That might help. And I've got a lot of stuff going on, so being thrown off my schedule is just weird. It's like being a child. Like, children are so, like, if they're on a schedule, and if you throw them off their schedule, they're just like throw a temper tantrum, and they're totally off. and it's hard to get them back on schedule. Kids like a schedule. So I am like a child. I have a schedule. I'm not throwing temper tantrums though, because I'm an adult. But my adult temper tantrum is me like over analyzing everything. So I will get into that subject more on my long one, because I think analyzing things too much is like a good and a bad, and it may not relate to you at all, but it's more like on my personal journey, like how my recovery has been different, because by nature I just am I analyze things way too much, and it's like I can't just like let something be. I have to figure something, like, why is it this way? And like I've been that way my whole life. I've just never been one to let it just go, like, like, oh, whatever, I don't care. No, I'm gonna investigate and figure this thing out, like what's going on. So that could be anxiety component. Maybe I do have like generalized anxiety disorder. I've always said I have situational anxiety, but maybe overthinking is like a generalized anxiety disorder. But it doesn't like control like every aspect of my life. It like comes like in phases. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm not like this every single day. But if a situation comes up where, you know, I'm not feeling right, then I'm analyzing it. So, topic of the day, just kind of like, do you get in your head, and, what do you do to get outside of, over analyzing things? And did you find that it increased after your stroke, or do you feel like you have actually used to be that way and it went the other way for you, like you're just not so consumed anymore? That would be interesting to hear some feedback on that. And then, if you never were that type of person and are kind of like, brand new to over analyzing everything, how do you feel about that, and what are you doing? So, topic of the day, getting in your head, trying to not let it control your life. And, it's good to have a little bit of it. It's not healthy to have a lot of it. But it's good to acknowledge that we have bad weeks. But it's not good to continue to have bad weeks. It's, you gotta recognize. So I have made progress. That I did a self-check on myself today. I said, this is not good. You've got to stop this. And, we're gonna get through this week, and you're gonna take care of yourself. So that is progress, that I did put myself in line, like, stop. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. You know the process. BrainStrokeVoyage.com. Easier to go there. Or go to the YouTube channel and make a comment. Or if not, that's fine too. I did add a forum section to my webpage. So I have open discussions. So if anyone wants to bring up a topic there, you can post on the forum. I don't know if anyone will use that, but I thought, oh, I have that option to add that. I'll go ahead and add that. So it's there for anyone to talk about anything. So, or to bring up topics, or, email me if you have anything you want to touch on. I'm sure I have gone through it, so I can bring it up and let you guys know what I'm going through. So, like I said, I am an open book. So, unfortunate for you, because you gotta listen to it. So, anyways, have a good day. and good night.